Well, let's get back into it. As you can see, this one is only unpacking. Still goes on for like almost 5 minutes, 4.5. This was a very successful day. I had to edit a lot of the smaller parts being picked up, even though they weighed a lot or a long, prolonged, whatever you call them, shapes and of shrapnel. They weigh a lot. Still just pieces and fragments. But for the bigger finds of the day, the big boys, there are certainly all sizes of tails there, from small lurmers, from full-on, I guess, could handle the biggest shell they could launch that day from a mortar tube, and some seem like something else unique that would launch maybe from a different kind of tube and weapon. Some of the smaller parts also were interesting. Some writing, some bullet cartridges, some writing on smaller pieces of shells for mortars. Uh, Most likely different era. All the lighter ones, as far as it goes to the color of the shell fragments that exploded, or big parts, if they're lighter, they seem to be new. They're connected more to the pieces which have engraved on them numbers and letters around the fuse area, and some smaller unique items that was just where the fins of the tail will go around the mortar. Sometimes they detach, or with corrosion of time, you find the fins of the tail, 4, 5, 6 of them detached, and that handheld tube with the holes sometimes alone. And sometimes you can see through it, sometimes it's full of dirt. We get that part of the backpack. You see that all the small pieces, even I don't show big enough, unique or not, they still come back because they are pieces of ordnance or some sort of metal. Definitely not rocks or anything naive. A lot of the cartridges are full. I try to empty them from dirt and little bits of it, and some are just projectiles, so there's nothing to thin out, just maybe clean the outside, but usually they just look like a bullet projectile. Different sizes though, from the smallest, I guess, to 5.56 maybe, to projectiles of something else than a mortar tube. Some sort of AT cannon, or with millimeters in the double digits area of its shorter side. Some items still from the new stuff are neat for verification. They don't look related to the lobbing of mortars. Could be some sort of charges they place and detonate here. Google helps where I can clean it. I found a bunch of cartridges that were dark and slim. Something newer, I guess. It was outside here on a road. I just stopped and walked by, and by the side of the road there was a pile of them. And when I looked at the bottom, the writing was pretty goldish shining. I could look it up, see if I can read something off it. Maybe a special type of sort of ammunition, but it's more new. As you can see, then we're getting to the bottom of it. It becomes to be like a bottom of a Coca-Cola drink. A lot of small stuff that looks like my backpack, like dirt and anything else. Which I do, yeah. Pick it up from the ground, you pick up dirt, you pick up some earth with you. And it's also at the bottom there. That's why I always stop the videos when I get to the very bottom of the top of it, because that's the smaller pieces. There's not much to see, then a lot of dirt and earth that need to be, the backpack needs to be flipped and spanked so they can fall the right places.